Okay, once again we're looking at a standard deviation question. We've read the question and we find that there's 1,200 students in a school. The heights are taken and we find that the average height is 168, the standard deviation of 10, and it's a normal distribution, which means that we can draw around this graph. So I've already drawn the graph beautifully, as you can see. Put in the percentages of 34, 34, 13.5, 13.5, 2.5, 2.5, realising that's the numbers that we are going to be using. I've got a title. I've got centimetres down the bottom and I've put in 168 and it's gone up in tens because that's my standard deviation up to 198 and then down here to 138. So that's pretty groovy. Now, what does that mean for us in terms of solving this? We want to find out how many students between 158 and 188. So it's 158 here, 188 here. So it's the 34%, 34% and 13.5% are my figures. So if I'm going to actually do that with my calculator, it's going to be 34 add 34 add 13.5, which will give me a grand total of 81.5%. So 81.5% of my population, this is really shocking, sorry, is going to be between those heights. My population is 1,200. So I times them out and I'll get a grand total of 978. 978. So once again, I've added these up from here. 34 at 34 at 13.5 is 81.5. 81.5% times 1,200 gives me 978 students. Pretty cool. Now, let's look at number B. B says if the scouts are looking for anyone taller than 188 centimetres, which is here, here's my 188, so taller has got to be this way. So it's got to be 2.5% of our population. So once again, we go 2.5% times by my population, which is 1,200. That's all well and good. Whoops, this is really bad. And that will give me around about 30 kids. So if the scout's looking for that height, they'll only get 30 of them because it's 188 and above, which is 2.5%. All pretty good. What happens though with part C? Because part C says what population is between 190 and 200 centimetres. Well, 190 is in here and 200 is up here, but we've got no numbers to go by. So it gets a bit of a pickle. What do we do? Well, what we do is we grab the graphic calculator and we use that. So let's have a look at the graphic calculator. We go to stats. Oops. We go to stats. We go to distributions. We go to normal, NCD, and we've got these ones here. Lower, upper, our standard deviation, and our mean. So what we do is we enter in what we know. The question tells us that we are looking for between 190 and 200. So our lower is going to be 190. Our upper limit is 200, between those two. Our standard deviation is 10. And our mean is 168. If we go, then move down, excuse for that, move down here to actually calculate, which is F1, it comes up with 0.132. Now 0.132 is a percentage. So it's 1.32% with 0.132. And then, so just have a look. So 1.32, we just do the old moving of the decimal place. So 1.32, so we times that by our population, which is 1,200. And we end up with 15.8, which is 16 kids. So that's how you work it out using the graphic calculator.